What's up, good people? It's your boy Leroy McKenzie Jr. doing part two in my the Miseducation of Manhood Just Be a Man series, and that's M.A.N. That's being mature, that's being accountable, and that's being natural. So this is part two. I wanted to focus on today talking about as men and being accountable. Being accountable. What does it mean to be an accountable man? What does it mean to look at your actions that you take and to say that was me, I did that, whether it was right or wrong, but being held accountable, holding yourself accountable to a standard of who it is that you want to be, who it is that you are as a man, those kind of things. So I'm going to talk about three different things today when it comes to accountability. And that means, like I said, being accountable, where you are answerable to the actions you take. That means you actually answer to you have an innate ability to say, to hold yourself up to what it is that you did, the actions that you took, where you stood in what it is that you did. Second is responsible for the character that you display. What character are you displaying? And then the third one is going to be, I'm going to talk about, is able to deal with an outcome of situations. So let's deal with the first one, which is being answerable to the actions that you take. Are you answerable? Are you saying to yourself that the actions that I took were the actions of me, and I am responsible for those actions? Not saying that it was because of somebody else, not saying that it was because of this person, that person. What men do is hold themselves accountable for the actions that they take. What a man does is say, the actions that I took were the result of no one else but me. Yes, there may have been conditions, there may have been extenuating circumstances, but at the end of the day, that choice was mine. That's what men do. That's what a man does. That's what a man does, is hold himself accountable, hold himself answerable to the actions that he took. Second thing is responsible for the character that you display. What character are you displaying? Are you displaying a character of narcissism? Are you displaying a character of humbleness? Are you displaying a character of humbleness? Are you displaying a character of strength? That's what being a man is about. What characteristics are you displaying? When people talk about you outside of you, when they're not around you, what is it that they say about you? And if what they say about you doesn't match with what you say about you, then you have to think about what it is, what character it is that you're displaying. Now, of course, you're going to have people that may not like you for whatever reason and stuff like that, that may want to put a false characterization of who you are. But trust and believe those that know you and know that if you're acting, if your character is true to what you are saying that it is, the people will know, because they'll know, no, that's not him. That's definitely not him. He's never acted that way around me. He's never done that. This thing. Or he has done this. He has done that. Where your character will speak volumes for who you are as a man, to me, at the end of the day. And we'll get to the women, to the ladies next week. But for now, we're dealing with the men. That your character is what, to me, at the end of the day, is what you will be held accountable for. What character are you displaying? you saying to the people, or what are the people saying when you're not around? That's what your character is. How do they describe you? What are your mannerisms when it comes to how you treat other individuals? And I heard this somewhere. This is how you tell someone's character. How someone treats someone else when they don't when that person does not, or is not doing anything for you, where you're not dependent on them to do anything for you. You're not in the relationship, or you're not in the encounter for them to do something for you. How do you treat that person? How do you treat the person that can do nothing for you? I'll let y'all think about that. How do you treat that person that can do nothing for you? That's your character. So the last one is able to deal with the outcome of situations. How do you as a man deal with situations? How do you deal with the good situations? How do you deal with the bad situations? How do you deal with the difficult situation? How do you deal with your family? How do you deal with your friends? How do you deal with yourself in the business realm, in the professional realm, with the situations that come about there? Because every situation isn't going to be a positive situation. So you want to make sure that at the end of the day, that you are able to sit with yourself and be satisfied with how you handle situations, and not fly off the handle, not handle a situation in a tit for tat, bitter, they did this, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to be out to get that person because they did this to me, holding grudges, because this person did this in this situation to me. I now am going to do this to them in that situation. That's what that's what being a man is about. That's what understanding manhood is about to me. That's what being held accountable is all about. When you can hold yourself accountable in those situations, where you can be answerable to answerable to the choices that you make, when the actions that you take, when you can be responsible for the character that you display, and then when you are able to deal with situations that you have to deal with. That's what being a man is about. That's what being accountable is about. That's what you do when you're a man. And you'll have all of these other different, I guess YouTubes and stuff like that that want to talk about, give definition to different types of men, but manhood is only about one thing. Well, it's about three things, if you ask me, and that's what I put here. It's about being mature, it's about being accountable, and it's about being natural. And we'll deal with the natural man. What is a natural man tomorrow? Who are you? Being authentic. So, when you can understand that, and you break down any and everything else to those three characteristics of a man, of man and manhood, you understand the power that you have as a man, and you're able to walk in that power as a man. And nobody can take it from you. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can take it from you, and nobody can define you. You define you as a man. So that's what I have for you today. It's your boy, Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We in the lab. Y'all know when I'm in the lab, I'm cooking up something for you. So this week it's been about manhood, the Mis-Education of Manhood. Just be a man. We've dealt with maturity. We've dealt with accountability. Tomorrow we deal with the natural man. So let's leave the familiar, elevate our and we're going to elevate our influence. This is 2021, y'all. Let's go. We'll talk to y'all soon.